Howdy my Wacky Noodle ninjas, here we are for level 4 with our Wacky Noodle. So we start with some level O's to warm up. Do some 1, expand out into 2, dance around in level 3, exploring your sphere and your environment as a mobile sphere. And then we return to center with level 1. So level 4. Level 1 we were finding our center, so we were getting a sense of where our bodies were in space. Level 4, returning to center, we're now balancing. So as we're balancing, we're continuing to practice our O's or 1s or 2s and maintaining our balance. The upper body movement is destabilizing our lower bodies. So we have to compensate for that destabilization and adapt to the changes that we're creating through our erratic motions with either our upper body or our leg. I recommend when we start initially to staying close to your body. The closer in we are to our bodies, the easier it is to be upright and to stay upright. The more we expand out, the more we have to battle against gravity because we are less stable. And then the more motion we add in, the greater the challenge. And when people start out, it's okay to need a wall for support. It's okay to need a chair for support if you feel like that's what you need. You can work your way up to balancing for longer periods of time and knocking yourself off balance. Mix in your level 2 arms with your level 1, with your level O, and mix it up. Always changing, doing something different every day. And that's what's lovely about this practice. We don't have to remember anything because what our bodies are learning are the most effective ways to move through space for our bodies. And that's really what our body needs to remember, is not specific moves or specific choreography. It needs to know how to move effectively through space, which we're doing because we're paying attention. We're paying attention to our feet. When it comes to information about the feet that I can give you, what is most important is that if you pay attention to how your feet feel and what they're doing for a few minutes a day, while you're doing other things, distracted, you're training your body to be able to do that on autopilot when it's not paying attention or when it's distracted or doing multiple things, like talking at a camera while standing on an uneven rock and improvising your way through a lesson, because that's how I teach. I have no lesson plan. I have the structure and the format of this lesson. I know the foundations that are important, and I know that if we practice it, our bodies will learn what they need to learn. And I trust that. And the more we work with different implements, the more maps we gain for how to move through space. So I urge you very much to keep on with your implement training. And next week we will start with 2 new implements that can be easily found around. And then we'll get to see how these same 6 levels of movement translate to different implements, with our focus being on our core instead of our feet. So yay, Wacky Noodle ninjas. I am so happy to be on this journey with y'all, and looking forward to what's coming next. Thank you. Have a wacky week. Wacky, wacky, wacky. We are consciously kind. Yes, we are collectively kind ones. We are consciously kind. Yes, we are collectively kind ones. Wacky wackos unite.